Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shazin. So today I am going to present to you my project 4A, which is site inventory and analysis and precedent studies. So the first one is site analysis. I choose Hutan Bandar Putra, Kulai Johor as my proposed site because it is only 4 minutes drive from my house, and it is a recreational park which is surrounded by greeneries. So this is the key plan for my proposed site. It is located at Kulai, and there are a few landmarks for you to find this place, Huta Bandar, which is the first one is here, Aeon Kulai. Next is Johor Premium Outlet, or as known as JPO. Next is IOI Mall, Kulai. Palm Resort Golf and Country Club. It is famous for the Korean and foreigner to come Malaysia to play golf during winter at their country. And lastly, it is only a few minutes drive from Senai International Airport. It is very close with airport. And lastly, this is the Huta Bandar, which my proposed site located at. So the first one is zoning. I googled for the standard color coding for zoning. So these are the color that is related to my site, which is red for commercial land, blue for water, dark purple for major impact facilities, green for recreational and open space, pale green for agriculture, and lavender for major plant development. So we look back into the key plan. The zoning here that we can see is the commercial land, which is mall, IOI Mall, Aeon Mall, and Johor Premium Outlet. Next is we can see water, which is river, Senai River. Next we have recreational land, which is the golf and country club. Then the last one is major impact facilities land, which is airport. So that's it for the key plan. We move on to the location plan. This is my location plan. We can see here, this is the planned development land, which is the land is already booked for development, but it hasn't built up yet. So it was surrounded by development land, and this is my location for site, my proposed site. This is my proposed site. It is inside the Huta Bandar. The whole green color is the Huta Bandar, which is recreational land, and it has agriculture land here. So this is how it looks from the Google satellite map. As you can see, it is so dry and has nothing here. And my site is located here. At this time, Google has not updated yet the map, because right now it is so full of green, but this one is not. So next, access. The access for my location is like this. The grey one is for vehicular road, and the yellow one is for pedestrian walkway or jogging, where people can jogging there. And the chocolate one is the motocross circuit. So this is the arrow shows the circulation of the road. As you can see, you enter from here and go pusing. Yeah, that. So this is the roundabout for that is outside the Hutan Bandar, which I took the picture. As you can see, this is Bulatan Hutan Bandar. This is how the pedestrian walkway looks like. Next, microclimate. Microclimate for my site is like this. This is my proposed site. This is my site plan. The sun orientation is like this, from east to west, and this is the one direction. You see the direction like this, and the wind is straight to my proposed site. This is how my proposed site looks like. I wish to put my capsule here, right here, and this is the analysis and synthesis for my microclimate. For sun orientation, it rises at east, set at west. But when I visit the site, I found out that the sun is starting to feel hot only at 9 a.m. It is very hot, trust me. So the synthesis I got is to provide shades when I'm going to build my capsule here. And when the wind direction is from here to here, like that. And the sun is from here to here. The sun is here at this time. This is morning. This is where the place is feeling so hot. So for wind direction, the synthesis, I wish to design a suitable opening to maximize the natural air ventilation, because the wind is so good, trust me. Next, the existing site features. Here, this is how my site plan looks when it colored. So it has lamp post here, dustbin, the small one here, 1 2 3 4 5. Seatings, this one has three circle and benches at the swimming pool. And then we got amphitheater here, wading pool. It is for basically a kids pool, not stable for swimming lah. And stairs here to connect to another jogging trail. Paved square here, like the dataran for gathering, and bridge to make a shortcut between the lake. This is man-made lake. This is stone and trees. So what type of trees are there in my site? The first one is this. Its name is Mangifera pentandra. Next, we got this with the symbol. It looks like this in real life. The scientific name is Antherolobium cyclocarpum. And this one, the bushes to as the divider for the pool looks like this. Under this is actually the where the machine for pool is located at. So this is how the bushes look like, and the name is Raphis excelsa. And the last one is the palm tree, like this, at the swimming pool, named Wodetia. So for analysis and synthesis for my site feature is the lamp post. I realized that the lamp post is not too much, like the distance between each lamp post is quite far, and some places doesn't have any lamp post. So my synthesis is to balance the number and position of lamp posts in the whole park. For dustbin also, it looks scattered. Yeah, it looks scattered. So I wish to add more dustbin for the sake of the cleanliness of the park. And the seating here, this is how the seatings look like. It is very near the dustbin, maybe to ease the people to throw their rubbish when they sit. Yeah, I found nothing. I don't find any problem with these settings. And then paved square. This is how it look like. It is the surface is covered with asphalt or tar. And I guess it's dangerous because I fell once here on this part on this type of surface. So I guess it is dangerous for people or kids that is not careful enough. So the synthesis, they should use another pavement like bricks of paving blocks to avoid any injuries for the visitors. Okay, this is the topography for my site plan. The light green is highland, the medium land here, and this is the flat land. This is the lake. So this is how the land levels look like. It is at the hill. My proposed site is on the hill to give more view to get more air ventilation, etc. So site users for this park, for my location, is basically it is a public recreational park. So basically all types of age can go there, which is who wants to jog, who wants to play futsal, kids and family. So this is the picture that I captured, where people jogging here and strolling around the park. So the next thing is perceptual characteristic. Here I analyze what are the pro and cons for my proposed site, which is the symbol is for bad smell, because when I walk here I smell something unpleasant. So I think it is chlorine, because this is a man-made lake, so I guess that's it. And bad view, actually when I came here, this pool is very beautiful, and there is nobody at that time because I came at 7 o'clock in the morning and nobody has swim yet. And also I came where the coronavirus is still there, so maybe when the world heals again, um, the pool is started to fill with kids. So I I I'm going to state here that it is a bad view when there are lot of kids swimming here, because who wants to see kids swim, right? I mean, uh, yeah, yeah, it's unpleasant. It's yeah, and the bad sound when the kids play, like kids, right? They want to enjoy themselves, and of course they will scream, etc. So it will produce bad sound. However, if the pool is empty, the sound is very soothing, and the lake sound is absolutely soothing, because there is a fountain here, fountain that enhance the water feature sound. And this here it has a good view, which is greeneries. And this one, the bad sound comes from the aeroplane, as I said earlier. This part is very near to airport, so the sound of airplane landing is very clearly heard, and sometimes I can't hear what uh, people beside me say when the airplane comes. So yeah, I just the synthesis for what I have explained just now. The bad smell, uh, I should plant a fragrance plant nearby. Good view, make openings toward it. Bad view, place something to block the view. Good sound, don't do anything but enhance the sound, the good sound. And the bad sound, put more trees to absorb the sound. So this is how it looks like. This is the fountain that I said earlier. This is the lake. This is the greenery. This is amphitheater. Swimming pool. As you can see, very beautiful, right? But this is when it is empty. I don't know when it is open for public again, and it will be crowded. So it will be a bad view. Next, offsite factors. This is my location plan. The pink color represents parking. This color for guardhouse. Orange for paved square. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 square. Yeah. And like you can make a wedding here, or any gathering here also. There are aerobics every Thursday, but coronavirus, so no aerobic. And then wedding pool here. This is my proposed site. Lake, musola here at the parking. Toilet. This is the office of the park. Amphitheater here. futsal court. This is futsal court. This is store for the whole park. Playground for children. Gymnasium, very small here. Pedestrian walkway, this color. Motocross circuit and vehicular road. You see this? This in the middle of two pedestrian walkway, but people just jog here. They don't care. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh, the musola is very far from the attention place. So for parking, this is the parking. It is still not enough because when I came, the parking still looks crowded. So we should add more. Jogging trail. Yeah, as you can see, the circulation is too crook. And what we can do is put indication for the jogging flow for a smoother flow of jogging. Next, futsal court. The usage is too strict, so I suggest it to loosen the strictness for more people to come. Next, the toilet is still not enough. We should add more and place it strategically. Yeah, this is the toilet. Next, musola, as I said, too far. So the management should do something to make it easier to reach. This is the bridge. It is quite narrow. As you can see, only two people, and if two people pun, still there is high chance that they will langgar to each other. So as just like the jogging track, we should put indication for more smooth walking flow. Vehicle road in the middle of two pedestrian. I suggest to put bollards and make another what we call that, make another alternative for the vehicle to go to their destination without lalu the middle to pedestrian, because it is dangerous, especially this is a place for a family which kids are involved, so safety first. Next, playground. I found out that it has less space for parents, like parents will have to stand all the time here to watch their kids, which is not so convenient. So the management should add more gazebos or benches nearby. So all in all, the strength for my site is it has a lot of beautiful view, and yeah, for the weakness, the facilities is still insufficient and imperfect. The what we call this? Oh, it is potential spot for recreational, and the threat is it's still not very safe, which has lots of dangerous place. So moving on to my literature study. This is the study that I have made from the literature study for spatial relationship. The first one is space within a space. It basically means what it name. It is space in a space. And it is usually for big and open plan. Next is adjacent space, which is two space that is divided to each other, divided by a common border. Without ignoring the continuity. Next, interlocking space. When two space interlock, this is the plan, and space linked by a common space, the link itself is a space. Next, qualities of space, degree of enclosure. Basically, it is about mm, the openings of a space. The lesser the opening, the higher the degree of enclosure. As we can see here, the sketches, bigger space. As you can see lah, this is minimal closure, partial enclosure, fully enclosure. Next, proportion and scale. A balance between a great architecture is dependent on a proportion. Next, qualities of space. Depending on the view and opening of light in a building or a space. Yeah, it has more category like shape, size, location, orientation. Basically, it is about opening and lights. And lastly, the shape and form configuration. Configuration means the layout and arrangement. So basically, it means the arrangement of space, of shape and form, will affect the qualities of space. So lastly, the precedent study. This is the hideaways I found. It is named as Writing Pavilion, Brooklyn, New York. It is small and it is in the middle of urban area, which is New York. So in this design, the highlight of what I have studied just now is the lighting, the opening. As you can see in the next page, yeah, this the light reflected in a specific shape like this. It is a writing pavilion, so this is the opening, and the form is like this. So bersegi-segi. And the second one is Lumiport by Lumisin. Lumisin is a company, so this is their design. The diameter is basically just like our project 4 capsule, which is 5 meter, and they managed to create one like this. And basically they are producing this retreat, and they are expecting to finish it by 2020. So this is it, the highlight of what I have studied that I found in this design is the degree of enclosure is adjustable. As you can see, this is the degree of enclosure is less because there are bigger opening when you close and close the curtain. Also, it will be higher degree of enclosure. So this is the plan, which is very interesting. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening. Weh, mana Syak? Bapak ah. Weh, mana? Shift. you.